I know it sounds really cliche, but let's be honest, the majority of us, we spend the majority of our day reading what people are actually doing.
We're engaged. We're engaged. Marathon. Marathon. We're expecting. Surprise proposal. Surprise proposal. Gender reveal. Gender reveal. Strava stats. Strava stat. Trip to Japan. Trip to Japan. Just got married. Just got married. Bali wedding. Bali wedding. 5K. 5K. Pickleball. Pickleball. Pilates. Pilates.
Okay, let's start the video with a simple question. Have you ever had one of those moments where you randomly think of the person that you met years ago? Maybe it was someone you met while traveling, maybe it was an old classmate, or maybe it's just a stranger that you only talked to for 10 minutes. Somehow you still remember them very clearly. But what's interesting is that they are usually not the most successful or the richest person that you have ever met. There was just something about them, like really hard to explain, but I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Whenever I meet someone that leaves a lasting impression on me, I always ask myself the same questions. What makes someone so unforgettable? And the answer that I keep coming back to is surprisingly simple. It's not looks, it's not popularity, it's actually the way they make people feel. Let me give you an example. I remember meeting my first female best friend when I was in high school, and to be honest, nothing about her was extraordinary. Except for the fact that she can play the piano really well. But when I talked to her, I felt like I was the only person in the room. She always listened carefully to what I said. And by that I mean genuine listening, not the fake kind of listening where someone is waiting for their turn to speak, you know what I mean? How do I know she genuinely listened to me? Because she remembered the details, the tiny things that I have ever mentioned that me myself also forgot. Months later, after the conversation, she would randomly ask me about something that I casually mentioned in our previous conversation. And me myself also forgot that I had ever mentioned it. So anytime it happened, I was all like, wow, this girl really paid attention to what I said. And I think by that moment, I have realized something. I have realized that me and even the majority of us only remember those who make us feel seen, who make us feel that we are listened. Because let's be honest, most people, including even me and you, do not feel seen most of the time because everyone is distracted, everyone is doom scrolling, everyone is thinking about what they are gonna do next. So when someone gives you their full attention, it feels really rare, and rare things tend to be memorable. I think another thing I have realized is that memorable people tend to have their own stories, not because they are trying to collect stories and pretend, but they are actually living their life. And before we knew it, months go by and nothing has happened, nothing has changed. But the people that I remember most are often the ones who are out there experiencing things. They can experience new things, like learning a new language, moving to a new country, or they are just trying something they are terrible at. They also get rejection, they also make mistakes, but the thing is that they keep doing things, even when they failed. And because they keep doing things, that's what makes them interesting. Like, I don't think people will remember perfection. I think people will remember stories. Yeah, people who keep doing things always have something to tell you. They always have their own story. They only focus on becoming a better version of themselves than yesterday because they are not seeking validation. They are just themselves. And I think there's something really refreshing and relaxing to be with those kinds of people. Because when I am with them, I feel really safe, really secure, because I know that they will not change their personality depending on who they are with. So when I'm around those kind of people, I know that I am with their most authentic self. So if you're wondering how to become the type of person that everyone remembers, first, stop trying to be memorable. Seriously, because the harder you chase attention, the easier it slips away. Instead, I think you should focus on becoming fully interested in people who you really care about. And secondly, living the life that you have something to tell other people. Do not make your life fully shown on social media, and don't put yourself in a position that in social media you show everyone a lot, but when you sit with them you have nothing to tell. Be curious, be kind, pay attention, just be who you are. Because you know what, in a world full of people who are pretending, authenticity will always stand out more than everything else. And maybe that's the secret I want to show you guys today. That's the secret that I observed from so many memorable people. I cannot forget them even though we haven't met for years. They are the people who really make me feel something in this world. And honestly, I think that kind of impact will last far longer than any kind of popularity will. Okay, so that's the end of the video. If you have something in common with me, please share your opinion under my video. I want to read your stories. I want you guys to share like what kind of people that you cannot forget and how they are so memorable in your life. I'm really curious to know. Okay, bye for now. I will be back with, of course, more and more video in the future. Goodbye.